Good evening, my friends. Thanks for swinging by. This anthology arrived in the mail today. Persian Sugar in English Tea, a bilingual anthology, short poems and haikus, Volume 2. Translated and edited by Sheikha A and Aimal Zaman, who I would like to thank profusely for all the work that they put in to bringing this publication out into the world. Editing is a difficult task enough, but then all the time, energy, and effort to translate this many poems as well into the Persian language is a monumental task, done solely for the love of poetry and language and how they bridge the divide in this world and bring us all a little closer together. So as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to read a selection of pieces from this collection by various poets, starting off with one of the editors and translators, Aimal Zaman, with his piece entitled My Fears and Me. I never liked empty gardens, silence of the backyards, finials, and interpretation of innocent dreams. I'm sorry if I coughed while you were smiling at me. You were speaking of Asi. I was bringing up Marx. You were talking of a dove nest. I was pointing out a dusty, bent sunflower. You were admiring rain, the scent of autumnal clouds, rainbows, lotus, peacock pansy. All that time, I was hiding my heart in my hands to keep it from breaking. The next piece is by Daginne Aignend, entitled Honest Trade. A carpet woven from wool and hemp, mauve mingled with a waft of beige, sprinkled all over by coffee-colored teardrops. Caressing the fine structure of mixed textures and shades, I realize the carpet must be a dream, a utopian dream, of being tolerant towards all different kind of materials humankind is made of. I decided to buy the carpet. At least it looks and feels sincere to me. And now a poem by Melinda Owen, Tree of Life at the Midnight Hour. Consuming the spotlight, she grows radiant, the surrounding trees marveling at her brilliance. Her silhouette's birthed in perfect harmony with moonbeams, icy diamonds holding her branches. The winds aspiring to touch her beauty with a tiny breath, one does. Her crystals caress one another, and the melody is divine. Cascading gently are illuminating rays, an unusual gift to all of nature at the midnight hour. Next is a piece by Sheikha A, entitled Towering Spring. Night bleeds a golden hue as beacons pierce its wide pelvis. A band of stars holds a building's head like a morning tiara. There are men occupying the ability of silence with rifles. Town houses stand higher in stature than the tallest story, the breadth of the man that calls it home. Many times I have seen the beach snuggled under a large snake, spreading its body out to the whitening cuts of the water's hair like ruffled bangs. The moon has been trampling like a car broken on exhaust, leaving thin billows of fresh smoke, almost imitating the open fire hearths inhabitants here have mastered to light. It never gets cold. No one stays indoors. Our boulevards are ghost trees standing on poles like non-sensor streetlights. Shadows are tall. higher than the lengths of men who call it home. And I'll finish off this video with a piece of my own entitled Coloring Outside the Lines. Blue is the color of kaleidoscope dreams, abstracted with neon mandalas that swirl and shift in spaces beyond those consciousness knows how to tame. Energy crystallized at a pressurized point transcends the limitations of places we fear to tread, while manifesting the miracles that only grace can erupt into existence. White is the color of cumulus clouds singing hymns down from heaven, as mantras of whispered breath hum from the lips of holy angels to swarm across the land below. Prophecies and prayers of old align at the web's woven center to reveal a matrix of truth that boils in the heart of peace and tears away the final veil of illusion. All right. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'd like to mention that if I mispronounced any of the poets' names, please accept my humble apologies. And on a final note, I just encourage everyone to swing by Amazon and pick up a copy of Persian Sugar and English Tea Volume 2. I will post that link in the box below. Cheers.